So, hello, Sheridan Smith, and welcome to the Big Finish podcast.
Hi, Briggsy, my lovely, gorgeous man.
Now then, I've no idea when this will be coming out. We've no idea as we record it. But anyway, the further adventures of Lucie Miller. That's what you've been doing, haven't we? We've just finished.
I know. I'm very sad that we've just finished. I'm hoping that maybe they won't have me back. I know they're not going to.
No.
They're giving up on me.
I've put my thumbs
just put his thumb down at me.
Yeah,
but yeah, I've done the 4 amazing adventures that I've thoroughly enjoyed, and it's so nice to be back doing Lucie Bleeding Miller. I'm absolutely gutted that it's just 4, but it was so much fun. And it's like time hasn't passed, really.
I know, it's a weird thing, isn't it? I've been asked about it several times. And so, I said, no, is it you just walk straight into the same booth without being told? You just walk straight, and it was like 8 years ago, and you just walked straight in.
I did, like a well-trained dog.
Yeah.
I just go straight back into my little...
Like you just nipped to the loo and come back. Yeah.
It was. I keep saying that. It's like if you've had if you've got really good friends that you don't see for years and years and you meet up and you kind of pick up the same conversation. It's like that. That's what it's been like coming back. It's just so we went straight back into the booze. The relationship between Doctor and Lucie was the same. Me and you, I still got a big crush on Briggsy. And lovely Toby here with his gorgeous food and lunches. It's just like I just said before, didn't I? It's like coming back to a massive hug. That's what it was like walking back in the studio. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I love it.
Well, I mean, I can't tell you how much I've been looking forward to it. And of course, we'll have you back.
Oh,
the thumbs down was a joke. That's just a cruel joke.
I did think it was a bit harsh, babe. I thought,
never.
I'd
already said. Of course, we must do it again.
I'd love to.
And the only reason we stopped having you as Lucie Miller is because we could just see the stratospheric trajectory of your career. No, it's true though, and I thought, we all thought there's no way she's ever going to be available, and I think for a while it would have been completely impossible because of all the amazing things you've done.
Oh, well, none of it's I've got a very special place for Lucie in my heart. I have to say, I did say earlier, she's my favourite to play. I mean, I love being here with you guys, that's the thing, but as a character, she's amazing. And I have, been off doing other things, but there's nothing like coming back. And Big Finish is just like the best and about to be 20 years old. So excited. Yeah. So it's been annoying that there's been time and schedule. So it's been annoying for you guys.
Well, it's taken about a year to get this to happen.
I know, and I feel so bad because it's like, either Paul wouldn't be available or I wouldn't be available or you wouldn't be, we couldn't get it all together. But here we are, and we did it, and it was amazing. So, but yeah, didn't you write them a year ago? You wrote.
Yeah. We got them ready to do a year ago.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, we did a bit of finessing in the meantime. So you did us a favour.
And you are very busy. You've got loads of things. You know what I mean? It's not like you're waiting for me. But yeah, we got back together, and here we are.
Well, and let's hope that we can do it again.
I'd love to.
Because I think I can. I don't know what you thought of this because, of course, spoiler alert: Lucie Miller died in the original series, and I don't want to reverse that. I don't want to say, she didn't really die, because I think, but there's just so much room for her to have had loads of other adventures.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
I would love that. I love that when in the script when me and Paul, it's like a montage of us going on different adventures, and you're like, I want to do that one. Oh, let's do that one. So I'm so fingers crossed, guys, listeners, that Briggsy will have me back.
Oh, definitely.
So because I want to. No. And it needs to be sooner than 8 years.
Yeah, it does.
That was 8 years ago. Can you believe it?
I know.
I would love to keep doing Lucie Bleeding Miller until my voice starts going like that and I've got a Zimmer frame. And even then we might still be able to do it.
Yeah, I think so. Well, listen, not to be unkind to some of the other people we have working for us, but we've got 70-year-olds pretending to be their 23-year-old selves even now. We absolutely do. And they all do it brilliantly. And it is funny when you're nearer to the... It's like when Billie Piper came back to play Rose with us with David Tennant. There was you could see her thinking, but I'm older now. And I go, that's nothing. Don't worry about that at all. And same with you. Anyway, there are some set podcast questions.
Yeah.
Which are fairly rubbish.
Oh, nice.
The first one is an egotistical one on my part, which is when did we first meet?
We first met at the audition, didn't we?
We did.
We did when I came and auditioned for you and Barnaby. And I was very, very nervous. And I remember the other girls coming out before me and me being like, what's that musical? Yeah. Oh, God, I can't talk about musicals. But, God, but I was literally like, well, God, I hope I get it. I hope I was being really, 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 really wanting the part. And I thought I kind of ballsed it up. So was very excited.
Well,
you were very lovely. You were all very lovely, but I really thought I messed up.
But, you know, whether people are lovely or not is reflected from the other person. And we were lovely because you were lovely. Because I've auditioned quite a few people over the years. And I've done lots of auditions myself over the years. And it's just as difficult either side, I think, unless you're Simon Cowell and a complete so-and-so. You know what I mean? And you enjoy that power. It's quite awkward seeing people at a disadvantage in front of you.
Yeah.
And so we were desperate for everyone to have a good time.
At ease, yeah, and that's what you did.
But some people, you wouldn't believe how some people were so too cool for school.
Really?
Yeah. They obviously had been tutored not to show any enthusiasm. And you came in, you were like, I love this. This is fantastic. And you made us laugh so much when you did the audition. You found you found every ounce of humour I'd written into the speeches.
Oh,
which was great for me because Jason thought what I'd written was a bit rubbish. And then you came in and did it. And I turned to him and said, there, see, that's what it should sound like. And he was going, yeah, fine. You know. So you thrilled us, and your enthusiasm was amazing. We just thought, we just want to work with this person.
That's so nice. Well, I always say that it's your writing because it comes off the page in my head. So, thank you.
And we've got loads of brilliant writers, and Alan, who created, who you were chatting to yesterday.
You know, we got quite emotional yesterday when we were having a little chat out there.
Alan Barnes.
Alan Barnes, who created Lucie.
Yeah.
And he said, I can't believe, you know, hearing the voice again, you know, Lucie Bleeding Miller. We both got a bit teary. It was, and I couldn't stop hugging him when I left yesterday. I think he was a bit like, okay, thank you. That's the fifth hug now. I am a bit of a hugger. But I was like, thank you for creating me. It was like, not you. I was like, and I mean Lucie. Thank you for creating me. I get so into the character. It's like he gave birth to me or something. Well, anyway, but yeah, he
has
did.
Fantastic ideas.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he creates great characters.
He's amazing.
And inspired all the other writers, you know, all of us, really.
You're all brilliant. I'm amazed at how you come up with all these stories, and I really am.
Oh, I just can't stop. That's my problem.
I love it. I love our one that we did today.
Oh, the Mad Dalek Trap, yes.
Oh, it's brilliant because it's so bonkers like me as well. It's great.
I got inside your head. The next question is, this is, I mean, you've kind of said this, but I have to ask it because it's just standard.
Yeah.
What's tingling your molecules about Big Finish at the moment?
You can't ask me such a naughty question. No, I'm going to have images in my head.
It's so... It's interesting. It's like a science of people's reactions to this. Some people don't bat an eyelid. They just go, oh, well, and other people go, what sort of stupid question's that? And other people, fewer, have your sensual reaction.
Oh, dear. You bring out the naughty in me, that's why.
Sorry.
I like it. What tickles my molecule?
Tingle.
Oh, tingle.
I don't know what the difference between a tickle and a tingle is.
Well, a tickle gives you a tingle, doesn't it?
A tinkle?
A tingle.
Oh, sorry.
No. Oh, God, it's all gone weird, hasn't it? Sorry, listeners. About Big Finish.
Yeah.
Well, everything. I mean, you guys are amazing. I mean, there's.
Cheers.
Do you know what it is? And it is true. It's people at the helm create an atmosphere. On any set, you know, on any film set, if whoever the director or producers are, if it's tense, everyone feels it. And on this, with you guys, and I'm looking right at you, Briggsy, and Toby there, I can see you. And all the guys at all of you lovely people at Big Finish, make it so exciting and lovely to come into work. You just can't, you really want to be here. And it is, and it just... It's still serious about the work. We're all really serious about the work, but yet it's just a lovely, warm, fun atmosphere. So thank you. So that's what I love about you guys. It's a joy to come and be a part of it.
Cheers. Putting my thumb up there. Do you know, I was chatting to you earlier about John Hurt, and he summed it up when I spoke to him.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, that's it. He said, you're serious, but not solemn. And he said, that's it. We're serious about our work.
Yes.
It means something. It's not like we're going, just do this old rubbish.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter. But we're not solemn about it.
That's it.
We have a bit of fun.
Yeah,
and that's, why wouldn't you?
I know, that's exactly. Do you know what, as well, when you do that, you create such a nice atmosphere for people to do their best.
Yes.
Because people thrive when they feel comfortable. And, you know, when you go on some sets or, and it's tense, and you just, well, me especially, I've got anxiety nightmares, so I just clam up and I can't do it right. Yeah. Whereas you just bring out the best, and you have a lovely way of when you direct as well. I love it because you don't go, That was crap. You know what I mean? You're very good at diplomatically making us do it.
Because it's never crap.
Yeah,
Sheridan.
well,
but
I don't know.
I know what you're saying, though.
But
yeah,
you know
there's
what I
no
mean?
point. Yeah, it's very difficult. As an actor myself, it's very difficult to come back from a negative comment from a director.
Yes.
Because you immediately think,
you doubt yourself,
I'm
don't
rubbish.
you? Yeah, you start.
But they don't get that. If a director has never been an actor, it's really difficult for them to get that.
That's very true. That's very true. And
I'm not saying there aren't good directors who've
never
been
just,
actors.
I was talking about Tim Pope the other day. He said something, and he was going like, we were just doing like a documentary. He was going, everybody be quiet because she's got to get emotional or something. And I thought, I wish all directors did that. People don't usually care when you've got to do emotion. And he went, what? Really? And I was like, yeah, the only directors maybe are actors directors, but there's not many.
No.
So yes, Briggsy, you are amazing to work with.
Oh,
you do bring out the best in everyone. That's why people want to keep coming back and back and back. So
this is my favourite podcast interview ever.
He's paying me with a pint later. No.
What is Tingling Your Molecules about entertainment in general? Like a snapshot of what you're enjoying, watching, reading, anything, music, whatever. Something you like.
Something that I like.
Yeah.
At the minute.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Just in general. It's not a trick question.
I've got right into vinyl.
Oh.
I've just bought a record player, and so I'm going around all vintage shops and car boots and stuff like that, and buying all these cool, amazing vinyl, records and stuff. And I can't stop playing it in the house now. I've become like this kind of crazy dog lady who dances around her house with her dogs to vinyl. To all this amazing.
What stuff are you buying? What are you buying?
Oh, all sorts from like. Oh my God! I mean, I've got like reggae, I've got classical, I've got Pavarotti, I've got The Who. I'm just finding all the most random. I've got Patsy Cline, I've got a lot of country music, a lot of rock, a lot of classical. I've got into classical lately, to just be a bit zen, calm my mad head down a bit. But yeah, I've kind of really got into this kind of old school, lovely vibe, vintagey vibe, and it's just, I would never have done that before because it wasn't that I was against it, I was just always just too mad and busy, whereas now I find it really kind of, it's a bit of a hobby now, going around and collecting nice records.
I bought a record player recently.
Did you?
Yes, a little powder blue one.
Oh, I like
a
that.
little case, I've got a very small house, so everything I buy has to be very small.
Oh, it sounds cute, a little powder blue one.
Luckily, my wife's quite small as well.
But I'm getting quite into that whole car boot thing. Do you do that?
No, I haven't. We have a market where I live twice a week, so all that stuff.
You're posh, aren't you? You wouldn't go to a car boot and have a polystyrene cup of tea, would you? With a bacon butty.
Do you know there's been some Big Finish vinyl? We've released some of our stuff on vinyl.
Have you really?
Yeah,
well, there you go. I'm going to get it all.
There you go.
Hours of enjoyment, I will have it.
Do you have an entertainment guilty secret?
Oh.
Like something you like that you're sort of ashamed of and wouldn't like to admit, but I'm forcing you to admit it now.
Let me have a think now then. What, like...
like, I don't know, a reality TV programme. What are you doing with your face?
I'm just trying to think. That makes me think if I squeeze my cheeks. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. You really think I'm more bonkers than ever, don't you know? And I am.
I love it. We love you.
Do you know, I love you. I am embarrassed to say this, but do you know, I know, and I am, I'm watching at the minute Celebrity Big Brother.
There you go.
And I hate that word celebrity. I was like, literally, I always said I'll never watch anything with that word in. And I've been drawn into it.
Who's drawn you in?
It's Kirstie Alley.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, is she in it? I actually know who she is. Someone in Celebrity Big Brother I've heard of.
Well, I think that's why I started watching it. I was just like, that's quite interesting. She's like my, in your youth, watching Cheers and...
Yeah, she was in Star Trek as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, so I wanted to, see that. But anyway, I'm got embarrassed now. So there you go. I'm watching that.
Yeah. We like to embarrass her.
Till she's out and then I'll stop.
Maybe she'll win. But they'll know by the time they hear this. So there you are, Sheridan.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say on a personal note, which I haven't mentioned to you at all, it's nothing awful, don't worry, that, having worked with you all those years ago, I've felt so proud seeing all the fantastic things you've done, watching you on TV and thinking, oh, gosh, she's marvellous. And, David Richardson and I are often texting each other about, have you seen Sheridan do it? Yes, I know. And we just sit and I say to people, yeah, I've worked with her, So you've given, apart from the pleasure of working with you and working with you again, just the pleasure of that pride over the intervening years has been fantastic for me.
Oh, thank you, Nick. Love him.
She's
Thank
making
you.
me go.
Oh gosh, that's means so much to me, and I feel just as proud of you because I really do. I think you're an absolute genius, and everyone I talk to, when I say I know you, I'm show off that you're my friend. Do you know what I mean? So mutual, very mutual.
Bless you,
Love
my
you
love.
lots. Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me back.
You're now free.
I'm gonna go now, cry to me hanky.
There you have it.
Oh, that got me, that Nikki.